In today's video, we will show you how to resolve an issue with Augmented Crew. Leon doesn't apply the extension of max flight duty period, despite the fact that an Augmented Crew is assigned to the trip. The first example shows a flight that's already been done on the 15th of September. If we check the flight time limitations, tab Crew, section FTL Calculations, we will see that max FDP is not extended for the Augmented Crew. The reason for this is that in the journey log, an item in the in-flight rest facility is set to none. We need to select one of the available classes, Class 1, Bunk, Class 2, Reclining Seat, or Class 3, Available Seat. In this example, we're choosing Class 1 and we save changes. If we go back to the tab Crew to check FTL calculations, we will see that the max FDP shows 17 hours, which means it has been extended due to the Augmented Crew. Another example shows a planned flight for the 2nd of October. Here, we have 3 pilots. The max FDP is not extended. The reason for this is that the in-flight rest facility is set to none. So again, we have to select one of the classes, and when we save changes and go back to the tab Crew, section FTL Calculations, the max FDP is now extended due to the Augmented Crew assigned to the flight. The third example shows us a flight, again with 3 pilots, where an in-flight rest facility is selected, but the max FDP is not extended. The reason for this is that one of the crew members is online training. If we hover the mouse over the crew code, Leon shows that the crew member ECH is on training. We can also check this in the crew timeline panel, where Leon shows a yellow triangle. That means there's line training added for the crew, and there is an additional setting which can resolve this issue. We have to go into the admin panel, General Settings, Crew Planning. We need to enable the functionality include cockpit crews online training in crew completeness calculations. If we update it and assign crew again, Leon will show here the extended max FDP. Now, let's say we will remove this pilot. If we check FTL calculations, the max FDP is extended now, because we enabled that functionality in General Settings, tab Crew Planning. The fourth example shows us a trip consisting of 3 legs. And again, there's 3 pilots assigned. The crew is augmented and the in-flight rest facility is selected. However, if we check the FTL calculations, the max FDP hasn't been increased. The reason for this is that in the trip, there are 3 legs. According to FTL settings, there can only be 2 sectors in the Augmented Crew trip, which can be checked in the admin panel, section FTL Settings, In-Flight Rest section. Here, you can check all the other settings for Augmented Crew. As you can see, the value of the parameter Augmented Crew max sectors is set to 2. And on our trip, there's 3 sectors, that's why Leon hasn't applied max FDP extension. If we remove one of the sectors, we will be left with 2, in accordance with the settings. If we check the FTL calculations again, max FDP has been extended.